Hello, hello, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. It appears we're finally at the park for our date, which with Shoichi. Yes. As Shoichi and I move around on the boat, the gentle swishing and swaying of it in the water causes a few water droplets to splash around, finding their way to my leg and thighs. And the air in here is surprisingly fresh. It feels good. It took us almost 2 hours to finally get here, thanks in most part to some kind of accident in the train line that stopped the one we were in. When we were finally arrived, Shuichi had us sit on the grass while we talked. Shuichi tried leading us to a few spots away from prying eyes, but I pretended like I didn't know what he was doing and dragged us to a bench almost smack dab in the middle of the park, making sure anyone could see no matter where they were. The look of confusion on his face was almost funny. Still, I need to make sure that I'm someplace where he can't try anything for the time being. My brain can only take so much in a day. If he did a repeat of earlier, I'd fry. As sunset approaches, Shuichi got back to his feet, telling me we should hurry, as most of the boats seem to have already been taken. This place is way busier than I thought it'd be.
It's Sunday. That's to be expected.
Sure, but the park is also really far. I didn't think so many people would be coming over.
Just because we live far doesn't mean everyone does. Distance is relative to where you are.
Oh, so that's what it is. That's what it was. Thank you, Professor. It was, I was having a hard time understanding how distance worked.
Professor.
Do you like it? I have a few other nickname ideas. I can print a PDF for you if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
You sure? I can get very creative when I'm called for.
Nah, I'm very sure. I know it would haunt me forever if I agreed.
Are you calling my nicknames bad?
Certainly not calling them good.
I can toss you into the water. Keep that in mind.
If you do that, I'm pulling your feet.
Don't do that. That's dangerous.
Then don't throw me into the water.
How else will you learn?
Learn what?
That I'm not to be crossed.
Are you trying to make no sense?
Pretty much. You seem to like it when I do. Your tail is going a mile a minute.
What?
Shuichi tenses up, whipping his head around in a single fast motion to look at his tail, which continues to sit still on the back of the boat.
No, it's not.
Made you look, though.
I might be the one to push you into the water.
Careful. I'll pull on your feet to drag you with me if you do.
We've done a full 180 now.
Ain't that fun?
I hate you.
Nah, fairly sure you love me. Though, if I said that out loud, it would probably make things awkward. I'm still not quite at the point where I'm comfortable saying that back, so I really shouldn't bring it up. The sunset really is beautiful, though.
Right.
Shuichi places his hand on my thigh, sending a shiver all the way up my back, and making the fur on my neck stand at attention.
This is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Shuichi caresses my thigh, moving his hand up and down, at times getting dangerously close to my crotch, but never quite going all the way down there. This is bad. This is a really nice moment. I'm supposed to be at ease here. I had even forgotten about my previous discomfort, but all of a sudden everything came flooding back at once. All because of a single movement.
I'm glad we came here today.
So am I.
No, are you embarrassed? You're even stuttering.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you don't need to hide it. It's very cute.
Shuichi squeezes my thigh, making me yelp.
You're real cute sometimes.
Stop that. Don't call me that.
It's true, though.
I don't want to be called that. Why do I feel so nervous and uncomfortable? I shouldn't. It's just Shoichi. It's only natural for him to be touching me, isn't he? So why do I feel cornered?
Thank you for, thanks for coming here with me today, you. This was a great idea.
I agree.
We should do this kind of thing more often.
Sure. I want this moment to end. I want to be back home in my room. I hate feeling like this, embarrassed and cornered and alone. Alone. I didn't even realize it at first. Why is that? Even though Shuichi is here with me, I feel so alone. I don't understand. Okay. The sound of the chatter floats all around. My classmates' voice filled the room, talking, laughing, and playing around before class begins. Usually, I'd feel tempted to join in on the fun, but I can't, not today. I feel so ridiculously tired. I could barely drag myself out of bed in the morning. And and why is it so hot in here? The AC is on, but I still feel like I'm sweating my balls off. I'm dying in here. In July, please arrive already so we can switch to our summer uniforms. I can't take this jacket any longer. And could everyone else pipe down at least a little? Jesus, you're so goddamn loud first thing in the morning. Isn't there someplace cozy and dark I can crawl into and sleep the rest of the week away? I seem to remember the gym building's storage closet being surprisingly cool this time of year. And there are a lot of padding mats there too. No one goes there this time of day either. Maybe I could... June walks in through the door at the back of the room, heading straight to his desk. He pulls his chair, dropping his bag atop the desk, before plopping down onto his seat himself, whimpering. I glance in his direction for only a second, deciding to go back to resting my head on the table. I'm so tired. Why do parents have to be so annoying? So it seems that that single glance was enough to start a conversation I wasn't in the mood to have. I'm sorry. So I got bad grades during the midterms. So what? That doesn't mean it's okay to force me to sit down in the living room and study while they supervise me like I'm a child. Seriously? Right. I'm almost a full-grown adult. I don't need to be treated. No, I mean, seriously, that's what you're complaining about? What? You did get bad grades, really bad ones, and it's a fact that you don't study, and they're not wrong here. That's a mean thing to say. So, how come that's only, they're only doing this now? The exam results came out a while ago. Well... What did you do? I kinda sorta didn't tell them. Deep breaths, Yuichi. It's wrong to smack someone for being an idiot, even if they totally deserve it. Look, Gundam taught me it is okay to slap kids and adults and women. Especially Camille. Like, especially Camille. Jesus Christ. That kid could not get smacked around enough. One of my favorite Gundam protagonists, unironically. Look, the Zeta Gundam's cool, guys. It's just that's a good design. It's real good. Zeta Gundams are real good anime, guys. Everyone should you should stop watching this video. Go watch Zeta Gundam. It's a time. It's pretty good. You really aren't doing yourself any favors. I didn't want them to force me to study. Then I'd have even less time to play piano. You should be studying. Your grades are terrible, you dumbass. But studying is so hard and boring. Would you rather fail to graduate? No, anything but that. Besides that, how did your parents even find out if you didn't tell them? The school called them. For real? That's not the kind of thing I've ever seen them do. They said I've been spending all my time in the music room while spacing out and dozing off during class. Ah, yep, that would do it. I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but you've been pushing your luck really hard here. Gah. I thought you'd be a little more supportive. I might not be the king of responsibility, but even I can say you're lazing around too much. Geez, I knew things were bad with him, but I never imagined they'd be this bad. I thought that after this disaster that we're in midterm results, he'd have started putting in more work of his own. Has he seriously been failing to do the bare minimum? Sorry, I didn't mean to be a bother. It's fine. It's just I'm tired and in a bad mood. Sorry if I snapped at you. I guess you didn't get much sleep last night or something. Is that why you're tired? Pretty much. Did you at least have a nice weekend? No. I was kind of hoping for a bit more of an answer. It was... I had plans with Shoichi yesterday. That's all. That's about all that happened. Plans? What sort of plans? Ugh, please don't make me explain. I'm trying so hard not to think about it. Maybe if I just give him a quick rundown and leave out any details he might. I made lunch. Shoichi joined my family for it. Then we went out to the park, hung out for a few hours, and watched the sunset together in a boat Shoichi rented at the lake. Oh, that doesn't sound bad at all. Easy for you to say. You're not the one who had to go through it. Actually, with the way you described it, it almost sounds like a date. Jun does a really forced laugh, almost like he's trying to make light of it on purpose. Would a bad date explain why you're in a bad mood? As if, right? With Jun's words catching me completely by surprise, I choke, making the tiger jump. Well, calm down! I mean... Wait, don't tell me! No, that's not what I mean, it's more complicated than... You're not making sense! No way. I barely told him anything. How would he be able to just get... Ah, wait. Was I too vague? I left out all the parts, all the bad parts. When I think about it like that, it totally sounds like a date. For fuck's sake, I'm not in the mood for this right now. I can't even think of an excuse. Work brain, work! We're just... went to go see the blossoms. Yeah, that's right. That's what we did. Flower blossoms? We're in summer, you know. Oh, right. Well, it's more like we... You know what? Screw it. Yeah, you got me. Nah, you've got you... Do you mean? Don't go around spreading it, please. So you and Shoichi-san really are? Yeah. That's... I mean... Is it all... is that all you have to say about it? What else do you want me to say? I don't know. I was all keyed up about this. It's a bit of a disappointment if it turned out you didn't even care. Well, I'm sorry I'm not more excited about your relationship that doesn't involve me at all. How terrible of me. The heck? It's nothing. I'm happy for you guys. I really am. It's just, I'm not your, it's not your relationship that's bleh. It's, me not having noticed it all. You weren't supposed to notice. Yeah, still. I thought you were only into girls, if I'd known. Yeah? Nothing. Don't mind me. I'm just thinking out loud. No, that's just rude. I reveal something this personal and important, and that's all I get? Bleh. The hell. Give me back, all of the, vulnerability and trust I showed you. I grabbed Jun, pulling him along with me for the very farthest corner of the classroom, as far away from everyone else as we can without leaving the room.
Yuichi-san?
Look, I'm trying not to take this personally right now, but it sounds like you got super uncomfortable all of a sudden.
What?
Do you have some kind of problem with it? Do you have a problem with people like me or something? Is that why you're being weird?
A problem again? You mean?
June gasps, his tail immediately going rigid behind him.
No, of course I don't. How could you even think of something like that?
I don't know, you tell me. If that's not the problem, then why are you being so weird all of a sudden?
There's no way I'd ever think that sort of thing about anyone.
About anyone one? Yes.
Yuichi-san, I'm the same as you.
The what?
Yuichi, I'm the same as you.
What's with the cryptic phrasing all... Oh. Wait.
Yep, there you go. You've got it.
You mean you're the same? Like, same?
Very much so.
I can't... June is... Are we even talking about the same thing here?
I can tell from the look on your face that you don't quite believe me. That's okay. And this sort of thing is always going to be shocking. And it's not like I advertise it or anything.
If that's true, then how come I've never heard about this?
You never asked.
Like hell that kind of excuse flies. It really does, though.
Then what do you want me to say? It's not like I've heard about you until now either.
It's not the same.
Oh, how come?
Because Holy crap. The freaking bell almost gave me a heart attack. We'll finish this conversation later.
What, seriously? Are you running away just because I put you on the spot?
Of course not. But this isn't the kind of conversation we can finish having in a couple of minutes. We have before the teacher arrives.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We'll finish it later then.
I won't lie. Part of me feels like I've been saved by the bell, literally so. And June and I both head back to our desks. Our teacher arrives only a few seconds after we've done so, proving just how little time we have had if we insisted on continuing that conversation. Now, as for the subject of organizing and formatting, let us all remember to properly add and categorize our sources this time. If anyone delivers another paper with only a search engine linked with as a source, I will fail them immediately. You know who you are. I only half listened to Shima-sensei explain. I only half listen as Shima explains what seems to be a new assignment we're supposed to be working on. I was too tired and stressed to pay proper attention, so I ended up zoning out for most of the day. Fuck. And I was doing so well with keeping on top of my classes too. I'm gonna have to talk with class rep to ask her for some help figuring out what I'm supposed to do here. The bell rings, signaling the start of lunch period, and also snapping all of those that had distracted away from their dreamlands. Okay. Shima-sensei looks at his watch, clicking his tongue.
I think I spent too long on my previous lecture. I didn't leave myself as much time as I would have liked to go over the assignment. Very well, everyone. There is much minutia that I wish I could have explained, but you're all pretty much adults already. I trust that you can handle writing a single paper without having to resort to any shenanigans. Kuzinagawa-san, please see to it that these are passed around the class for me. I left instructions on the expected formatting and organization.
Yes, Sensei.
I shall see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.
Man, I thought he was never going to leave. The man can go on and on sometimes. I'm glad he didn't end up yapping for half of our lunch period again. Not that I'm feeling particularly hungry right now. If anything, I just want to lie down and sleep the rest of the day away. I really should have skipped class today. Maybe then I wouldn't feel like crap. I'll have an excuse not to see Shoichi today too. Is it horrible of me to be thinking that? This is all my fault. I can't blame anyone but myself for putting me in the situation.
I'm here.
So you are.
Weren't we going to talk?
Talk? About what?
You're kidding, right?
Did we talk about something? Sorry, I got distracted. I got so distracted that I don't remember.
Yes, we did. You know, that talk, and how you and I are so alike.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah, I noticed.
Sorry, my mind's a bit full today.
Yeah, I could tell that, too, earlier.
Sorry for snapping at you so bad earlier. I was, feeling way worse then.
It'll pass. I'd rather just get back to, what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, of course. That makes some total sense. Fuck. Now that it's, my mind's a little foggy, I totally remember how much of a dick I was being to June earlier in the morning. How about I buy you some, nice yakisoba, bread, from that place you liked?
You don't have to bribe me, Yuichi-san.
Crap, he caught me. Sorry.
It's fine. Let me just, ask what I want to ask.
Okay, what is that?
So, I know you were throwing the idea out there because I didn't seem as excited about the news as you wanted, but it still hurt that you could think I'd, ever, been that kind of person that would treat someone differently just because they told me about that.
Yeah, that wasn't my greatest moment. I'm sorry. It's just that, I don't know, it feel like a real big deal that got brushed aside.
You can't really expect everyone to be swept up in the excitement for your news. It's not like I'm the one in the relationship with you or anything.
That's true.
And you caught me by surprise. It didn't even fully sink in until about an hour ago. Until an hour later. I didn't know how to react.
Yeah, I get it. You don't have to keep explaining yourself to me or anything.
I know, I don't have to. But I also don't want you thinking I'm a homophobe.
Yike. I don't know why, but hearing that word coming out of June's lips feels so friggin' weird. He's not the kind of person I'd picture saying saying words like that. I kind of picture him saying this kind of thing, the kinds of things that squeeze plushies and squeaky toys with voice boxes and when pressed. And he must never know that. I picture him saying kind of things that's... Oh, okay. And he must never know that. The one thing I don't get is that you didn't just seem surprised. You looked like you were actually annoyed.
That had nothing to do with your news. I was mad at myself for not having noticed earlier. I just truth is I also...
What?
It's nothing, really. It's really stupid. I just pride myself on being good at noticing this kind of thing, so I was frustrated about not having picked up on those vibes from you.
Is that it? That's a really weird thing to be mad about.
Like I said, it's really silly.
So you, what? Just know when someone is that way?
More or less. At the very least, I tend to have a pretty good idea.
Huh, did you ever get that kind of vibe from anyone else in school or something? Now I'm curious.
I'm not going to out classmates to you. That would be really mean.
No, come on, what's the big deal?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, fine, forget I asked. Can you at least tell me if you ever got any kind of vibes from Shoichi? That should be fine, right?
I did.
Oh, wow. Was it something obvious to other people? Then how come I never figured it out? Maybe since I was I was one of the people closest to him, it was harder for me to see it. But then again, Saya already knew about it for a while. I can't be that clueless, can I? Did you know he had feelings for me?
That's a bit more...
Just when I felt like, actually, this is probably a good place to end this part. Yeah, I'll see you around, everyone.